About to show you another one of my rivals. So I got so many PlayStation and Xbox sources I had to show y'all, but that will come at another time. But I had to show you one of these sources. His name is AGN, but I had to give him credit for this video. So here we go. Here we go. As far as the console was, here we go. Here we go. Let's get to it. Okay, guys. Here we go. As far as the console or content is concerned, here we go.
What's going on, gamers? So today we have some sales that we see for some hardware, but this is going to be focused on how the PlayStation 5 Pro sales are tanking big time in Japan. Pricing is bad, and how Nintendo is
You see the sales right there.
dominating that market, and they're still not that behind worldwide against Sony, honestly.
You see the Switch OLED. It's sold 56,691 units. Switch Lite sold 22,000, almost 22,000 units. Switch from 2017 sold 14,000 units almost. PS5 only sold 25,000 units this year, which is the fewest they have any year since it came out in 2019 and 2020. But anyways, but I told them all too, and I also told Sony and Apple too. It doesn't matter about the 65 units. They don't got the first parts, and they had all these layoffs. And Ubisoft just shut down their studio as a couple days ago. Now Tencent's about to buy them out now, which is kind of unfortunate that Ubisoft had to get bought by Tencent. But anyways, back to the clip. Anyways,
They just dominate everything. So we see over here, the Switch OLED is, they're just crushing it in the holidays as usual.
Switch ACR is crushing it. PS5 Pros only at 6,824 units sold this year, counting the ones on eBay, if they were sold on eBay and Amazon, pun intended. And that's not looking good for Sony right now, guys. Not looking good for Sony right now. With this PS5 Pro disc or discless edition or both, the units are down. And they're selling them at a loss because they don't have the first parties and they have all these layoffs. Bandai Entertainment America's about to shut down soon. Also, Ubisoft just shut down. Now Ubisoft's going to get brought up by Tencent. What does Ubisoft do now and did? Get back to the
21,000, there's almost 80,000 consoles with this. It's like 90 plus thousand. So they're almost at 100,000 consoles just last week. But we're going to take a look at some more stuff with the PS5 Pro. The PlayStation 5 had to have a price drop in Japan.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
So they could sell some consoles because the Pro tanked down to under 7,000 in its fourth week. As we see, the Pro is not selling as good as people think.
No, it's not. No, it's not. The PS5 Pro's not selling as fast as it thinks right now. Fast as it thinks right now, indeed.
They didn't transition over yet. And then some people just want to...
Only 57 bought PS4. That's counting me too, pun intended.
Not only that, but I think the only way this console can get any spike, even in Japan and outside of it,
they would have to be sold at a loss. They would have to be discounted. Yep.
Other than that, we're not going to see anything impressive. It's overpriced. They forced a 2 terabyte SSD in there. Some people say Concord tax, which I think is funny.
Concord flop. Damn Concord.
Still in beta, and they didn't launch any first party games.
They had no first parties. Told you. I told Sony and Apple no first parties until May. No first parties until May. Then told Sony and Apple this, but you think Sony's doing alright? Sony's doing okay. Sony can't do no wrong. Jim Ryan's not gone. I know everyone said Jim Ryan. Well, Jim Ryan. I forced Jim Ryan to retire right now. He's been retired for almost 9 months now, almost a whole year now.
That's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I mean, hell, they're a little bit over 4,000, a little under 7,000. But going down here, but as we see in the comments here, increase the price, then decrease the price, sales increase, because they're doing a price drop.
For the console, for the OG PS5 or digital and the PS5 disc version.
First launched in Japan, it sold 78,000. Japan, that's really good. But not anything impressive still, though. You would at least hope.
Look at those numbers then. Look at those numbers then. When PS5 Pro came out last month, that's the numbers it was then. You see the true decline for PS5 Pro as the disc and discless version. True decline. And then when it got into this month, obviously the total decline. You see it in the data analytics right there, pretty much. Anyways,
Week two, huge fall off to
huge fall off.
2,000. Then week three, we see another fall off to 10,000. And then week four, as we see today, under 7,000. So it's just
Uh huh.
down, down, down. The probably lesser, but it stabilized a little bit. Then it just kind of had the same decline
Modern
rate.
units, yeah.
And I don't think that honestly it'll sell that much more. The only way is if they do a price drop.
Price cut,
Like I said,
for
there's
that
no
console.
sweat
And if
because the
John gets the
rest of them
OG
are not
PS5
that
all
bad.
digital,
The
still
only
reference
thing
only
that
on
they
Sony don't have the first
base
parties, and they had all these layoffs,
PlayStation
and it has certain gaming
whereas
studios shut down because some of the gaming
overseas
studios
over here,
have not done well, have not
and we
done
call
well.
them Japanese territory, we don't call us overseas. You see
The data right there on reset error, that's the
console
site I already know about
numbers
because it gave me the background thing on
they're
PS4
falling
most
off.
recently,
It's
the
just not
reset error
making
thing.
the waves. It's kind of like, eh, more people are getting into the PC gaming market, which I
Or
think is
sticking to their
smart.
PS4s pretty much.
Now, what I
Cause
like
I
to
told you I
do
know I can
is,
afford
since
to
you
pay.
know that
It's
Sony's
not
coming
just
out
me.
here,
It's
so I
just
can break down
it's
their units
anybody
for you
that's known
and
nostalgic or
check them
not
out.
cannot
Let's take a
afford it.
look here real quick
I
at
told him
what
that
we
if
are
you
here.
realize what
The
money
Switch
is
is
all
now
about.
34.5 million total consoles sold in Japan. That's insane. It's the most
Look,
sold console of all
look at that for us Nintendo Switch. You see the sales for the Nintendo Switch right there. The OLED, the ACR, and it sold more than five. Nintendo Switch was dominating the console war pretty much, and that's why it was too. Even when they had even though the consoles it was sold the way that ours was supposed to sold, a lot of people were still buying the console still. But you can see, yeah, you can see the number as well for Series S and X. But Nintendo Switch has been getting it done in the clutch. You see the units from every month going back to January until now, and their sales is ridiculous. PS5 only sold 6.3 million units this year. That's not including the PS5 Pros and Slims, kind of discs and disc versions, and the OG disc and disc version as well. This the feels they sold all year long, no matter if they did get the 65 million console units or not. And that's why they got to 65 million console sales because of that, because of the total sales from this year until now. And even PS4 is outselling PS5, as you can see right there. You can see the number right there. Only Nintendo is more higher because a lot of people buy Nintendo for, as they say, exclusives, as a lot of people would say. Nintendo has the first parties, second parties, and third parties, and they also have the independence and retro, the shoot 'em ups and the beat 'em ups, and also the first persons as well. So look what Nintendo Switch is doing right now, and PS4 is doing. It's outselling Sony. As far as PS5 is concerned, the data doesn't add up. The data doesn't add up, but it does. It does right here, as you can see in the data analytics, pretty much. I'll get back to the video, but
consoles
anyways.
in Japan, by the way. Who held the record before? The DS did at
The
32
DS did, yup,
9.3
32,
million. That
almost
pretty much
33
almost made
million
it 3
units.
million console
30,
units. It's
the
still
Switch
awesome. It's still
held 33 million
you know what I'm saying? This is
units,
not console
and the
units, it's
DS
TV.
pretty held the record with
They know
33
it's
million units
console units, so
total
film
sold.
units, video units, development, all that
When
type
the
of stuff.
Switch made
You also do
sold more than
video
almost 33.4 million units.
still video games,
And the
hardware
Switch is
stuff.
one of the best selling consoles of all time. Still better than
Yeah, we
PS5.
see that the Switch is now set a new threshold at 34.5 million.
And look at the number. I'm showing you this number right here. The number of consoles sold for the Nintendo Switch has been outdoing PS5. Hell, even PS4 has been outdoing PS5 because they still have all the what DMR would say the exclusives. The exclusives in the first person. Well, they had the first part, but no one got the first part. Microsoft owns them now. So yeah, and Sony had all these layoffs. Couldn't force Jim Ryan to retirement. He's been gone for almost 9 months now. It won't be a whole year until next March. But anyways, and then they had all those layoffs. Bandai Namco Entertainment is shutting down. Naruto Next Generation anime is shutting down. One Piece anime is shutting down after this season, pretty much. And then um, Ubisoft's getting bought out by Tencent. Found that out earlier today too, when I got out this morning. Tencent's buying Ubisoft somehow. Ubisoft's struggling right now, and other studios are starting to struggle. Gaming studios are starting to struggle or reach their peak pretty much. But anyways, you can see PS4 has outdone PS5 this year. A lot of people either new or most recent to PS4 as far as their cloud save is concerned. And Nintendo Switch has been getting it done in the clutch. You can see their units in total sales from January until now. They've been killing it right now, more than PS5 right now. And I'm going to say, all this stuff is obviously because that was when I started the news channel, News Hutch channel on YouTube. Thanks to Ego F channel, obviously, and get more subscribers for that channel too, in particular. So where, cause I got all the data analytic channels followed, false percentages and everything else, and data comparisons and everything else, and data pods and percentages and everything else. I follow all the channels, info comparison, data watch data, and all my other data channels sent down. Follow them all politics and sports and esports, as far as race quitting fight games, esports. That's what I need the shorts for that on these such ones so I can get those videos too for those short files, the data analytics and stuff like that. So I can do my actual long-winded videos on that too as well, talking about the controversy of esports, controversy in terms of politics, controversy in terms of sports, esports, which we're fighting games, and et cetera, and data analytics, et cetera. But anyways, you get the idea. But anyways, here we go.
Right now, worldwide, I said they're probably close to like 150 million sold.
Uh-huh.
We haven't even done a price
This is
drop.
AGN's video. I said to give him credit for this video, but anyways.
When the Switch 2 comes out, guys, I'm telling you,
That Switch 2 is going to kill PS5. It's going to put PS5 to its misery.
they're gonna take over.
They're going to take over. And Microsoft's going to take over too in 2026. Best believe that. Best believe that.
They're gonna take over Japan massively, of course. They're gonna dominate everything. Their software's gonna dominate.
The software's going to dominate. The first part is going to dominate. The second part and third part is going to dominate.
You know, PlayStation versus Xbox bubble and think about.
If anybody that's calling themselves, or Sony Apple calling themselves neutral and they're not, you're part of the problem. You're part of the wrong. You haven't talked about it. This shit is Sony and Apple. We need to talk. We need to talk right now, right now. Anyways. This is getting way out of hand right now. I told you we can talk about it too, as long as it doesn't get heated. But anyways.
So that should give you guys an idea of how things really work, even like in Japan.
If you know about percentages and the data channels I just mentioned as well, the ones I obviously watch as educational stuff. Anyways.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing, and I think a lot of people are disappointed. Now you have some fanboys that really can't handle that type of reality.
Sony and Apple can't handle that type of reality because their consoles are not selling well. And they don't got the first parties until May. If they have any first parties by then. And then so they're going to be multi-platform. So take that with a grain of salt.
Now, and I want you to tell me if you think Sony can produce these numbers. They can't.
They can't. Look at those numbers for Nintendo Switch. They can't. This is nowhere near the level of Sony right now. Nintendo Switch is outdoing them.
Nintendo published games.
Every year.
They're the publisher and the developer. Mario Kart, 64.27 billion. Animal Crossing.
Look at that, y'all. Look at that. These numbers are goated, okay? These numbers are ridiculous. You see how many units they sold for some of these games they made most recently? These numbers are goated. They're outdoing Sony files, their first parts, the second parts, and third parts. Nintendo Switch has the first part, second part, and the rentals and independent games, and also shoot 'em ups and beat 'em ups. And they're outdoing. You can see how old these games are, and they've been out ever since. Those numbers are ridiculous. Sony's current games that came out for PS5, as far as the cross-channel and the other ones that haven't even outdid them yet, as far as games-wise. It doesn't even come close. This is not fair. What Nintendo and Xbox is doing.
Type of numbers on PlayStation.
It doesn't add up. It doesn't compare. It's no competition. It's not.
Super Smash Bros. 35.14 million.
God damn, man.
Breath of the Wild, 32.29 million.
Ridiculous.
Mario Odyssey headed towards 30 million. It'll get there over time. Pokemon games 25, 26, 21, 20. Do we see this?
Do we see this from Sony? No. And Apple? No.
Now, here, what we can do is take a look over here.
Here we go. He's about to pull up the search. Here we go, guys.
Software.
Or units.
Sales. If they even have a look at the for it. There you go, listed. That's what it is. Spider-Man, 20 million. Right? It's
Yep.
a mainstream game, but that's not their IP. But also give them.
It's not their IP because Marvel owns it. Correct.
Right? It's like that's not Sony game. God of War.
Counting Egypt and Ragnar in 2018, yes. Sony doesn't own that either.
This is the biggest
Um,
market in Sony
the
because they
owner of Sony owns the IP pretty much.
The Witcher 3 on there, but that's their party. Once again, it's on other platforms.
Tell you that
You also
second part
mentioned
of it, that
Horizon
game,
Zero
Richard,
Dawn.
really 100, but
Horizon
okay.
Zero Dawn, that's what we mentioned, but we don't see Nintendo numbers here, do we? After that, nothing.
You don't see you don't see you see the comparison between Nintendo and Sony.
So
It
much for
doesn't add
third-party
up.
games.
No
Just take a
competition
look
as far
at
as finishing
PS2
games.
see
Cause
that.
Free got every game
Now,
finished on Nintendo Switch.
now let's take a look at this here. Oh wait, hold on, this is the wrong thing. Yeah, you know what? We can
Here
go
we
ahead
go.
and
Here we go.
watch this. Their biggest selling game was GTA.
San Andreas
33 million.
for PS2. It doesn't add up.
Remember, we saw those Nintendo numbers, right?
You saw those Nintendo. Those Nintendo numbers are
You
goated.
can go to take a look at other Nintendo platforms and you'll see big numbers again. But the Switch has produced numbers that I've never in my life seen.
There's something not even PS5 can do that PS4 has already
Sony has
done
not dominated.
a lot.
Nintendo has always been dominating. And when we think about dominating, we need to think
About finishing games too and finishing with
games. So
efficiency,
here,
especially when you have multiple PSN accounts, multiple
essentially,
account PSN accounts.
the video game industry in totality.
Totality.
You see,
You see it.
some competition.
It's no competition for Sony.
And they're not even numbers because they got embarrassed by
They got embarrassed by Microsoft.
If you look over here, so okay, I see one PlayStation game, Branch of 1 3. That's definitely one of the biggest branches of all time. Branch was more 4. But after that, you see a bunch of third-party games.
In second party games, correct.
It's not Sony though. You take a look at Nintendo numbers.
You look at Nintendo's comparison, and you look at their comparison for us, PS2 and all the other games. PS5 is not getting it done.
What's going on in the phone market, as you see, it's not that good. Take a look at Nintendo's market and kind of show you why Sony is also insecure, and they kind of, I think, made
Sony and Apple is insecure. They don't realize we're in a different era now.
You know, just add 5 million out of nowhere. You could have looked at that a while ago, right? That's kind of Jim Ryan doing that nonsense. And I think when Nintendo dropping the price, they'll still even be able to pass
And
that.
driving the price for the Nintendo Switches on eBay, they're probably going to be at original price. They're going to be price cut a lot this year and going into next year too. Best believe that. Nintendo Switch 1, but yeah.
So, like, comment, subscribe, let me know something. All right, y'all. Peace out. Fanboy something salty.
Not lying. He's not lying. Okay, guys. That says it all right there. Okay, guys. So that says it all right there. Nintendo Switch has been dominating. And PS4 has been dominating as far as the units. Like I said, we need to talk to Sony and Apple about that. I told them we can talk about this too. Because about that, Sony doesn't have the first parties. They had all these way-offs. Tencent's about to buy Ubisoft. I found that out earlier this morning that Tencent's buying Ubisoft. That's going to be unfortunate. But anyways, Ubisoft's not doing good right now. Like I said, Sony, and what AGM just said, honestly, Sony fanboys are salty right now. Because all they're going to use the console sales narrative and say that's all y'all got. They don't got the first parties. Microsoft owns them now. Y'all don't have no first parties until May. And I've been told everybody this. Like I said, Sony and Apple's in trouble. Like I said, Sony is the Apple again because they haven't been buying the games, they've been buying microtransactions. Family in this house, I ain't saying no names, so I've been buying microtransactions, he hasn't been buying the games. I've been buying them. And getting them free for us, the free to play. The free to play has really killed the industry for certain free to players, but anyways. So like I said it all in AJ's bill. I'll probably show another one of his bills in the next video, obviously. Okay, guys, I ended the mail right there. At me on PSN, X-Recovery 2, Furry Kingdom, Super Nintendo 64, Muscle Hishi 4, and Chummy Hishi as well. If I don't put my account on PS4, obviously that want to be idle for now. But anyways, if you have me on all my PSN accounts, have me on that 4859, that's my Xbox account, pretty much. Follow me on TikTok, Win Queen 4. Add me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, WWE Legend 2, Chun-Li Milan, Skanami, and God's on that one. Those as well. Subscribe to me on YouTube, Raiders Power 8, Raiders Power 8, nickname under it. And Royal Hutch 6, Royal Hutch Podcast, nickname under it. And also, subscribe to me on News Hutch One and Ask for Sony Fiber, Ask for Sony podcast nickname under it, and News Hutch One nickname under it as well. Add me on Facebook, follow me on Facebook as well. The whole nickname spelled backwards on it. You'll see the heaven and hell picture, obviously. Yeah, that says it all right there. Sony is in deep. But yeah, I'll show you one of agent videos in the next video after this. Yeah, this is